divas. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And here he comes out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. On the option. He'll toss it. There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the air on second down. Got him downfield. Oh, out of space. The 20. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down. Pulls it in. It's Finley. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Dumps it off in the flats. Oh, he's got some space. Gets away from one, finds room. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
And as he throws, unloads quickly. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a
coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Fires left. This time he's got it. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, he leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. He wants to throw it again. Quick strike complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Tight end now in motion. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the point after is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Finley. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Fouls through the defense. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Touchdown, Florida! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Finley. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 20. 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hurricane.
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Michigan State is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Kirk Cousins had a hand in getting this quarterback to East Lansing, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington State. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he's to the 48-yard line. That would be good enough for a first down.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. With the first down, they'll put it in play for the 33.
Man, goodness gracious, this dude is on fire. I mean, he's already got 100 yards. We're in the first quarter. Like, I might want to think about double-teaming that guy. If he goes to the water bottle, I'm going to double-team. Whatever he does, I'm on it.
This offense has become a first-down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
He's got it on the move. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Quarterback keeps it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He caught it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Gators want to crank the tempo. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I'll tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Fenley. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback involved.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Inside the 40. Breaks into the open. He's at the touchdown, Canes. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Gives him the big stiff arm. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. gets the ball back, and here comes the offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Gets it out quickly. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Setting up the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. A strike downfield. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jason, they need a few more. You've given them a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Excellent job by the DB, breaking on the football, getting there and making sure he gets a hand on it and deflects. Listen, it's not about catching it. It's not about getting the interception. It's making sure he doesn't catch it and deflecting that thing where he can't get it.
He stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense, take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
They were trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Good timing on the quick out. Turning it on! And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Fires to the right. Wide out trying to get it in.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. He is such a dangerous weapon as a runner. It's almost as if it makes the defense tentative because they know the slightest of errors, and he's to the house.
No doubt about it. This is a guy that's going to hurt defenses throwing the football and running the ball as well, and stresses your defense in so many different ways. So this defensive coordinator now has got to find new ways to try and slow him down, contain him. You just got to get the ball out of his hands because when he's got it, man, he can kill you.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
Man, it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're just continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Third and long, trying to have a big completion here. On the run, deep down the right side. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. And this quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
This time he's got his man. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quickly complete. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. These two guys just on the same wavelength. They make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him. Especially
tight end trying to get in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'll immediately call timeout. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Here we go. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone. Picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying play action. Throwing right. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the 1st half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense
hauls it in down the sideline. There he goes. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Got his man out of the backfield. Touchdown, Hurricanes! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. They're trailing by 9, to Washington State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Swings it out to the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
He's got it. And he's not down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19.
Defense just can't cover this guy. You've seen it all game long, whether it's man coverage, zone coverage, double coverage. They cannot find an answer for him. He's already got over 150 yards.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The Gators send out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Going right to work up top. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And when I talk about Miami linebackers, it is a bit of a sore subject for me. We played against the Canes in the Sugar Bowl my senior year. In college, I got hit multiple times by multiple Miami linebackers and spent multiple days in an ice tub post-game.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Zings it complete to the right. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Just keeps slinging it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
What a big third down stop for this defense. Man, they're in field goal range. What do? You push them out of range by getting pressure on the quarterback and, most importantly, getting that fast guy on the ground. He can make plays. He can get outside the pocket. Nice discipline, nice structure by this defense, and possibly taking points off the scoreboard.
Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And the Hurricanes in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the running back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Canes are moving quickly down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The corners are walked up tight. Wants to fire on second down. Got his man on the right. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And it's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Slings it downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually see big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Wants to throw again. He's going for it all. Makes a great big play. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him with that last catch. He now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads. Trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute.
Looking deep. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Got room on the return. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play.
He lets it fly. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Finley. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a C.
Oh, he's got some space. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Canes. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game late. The official says no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll run the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. And the Canes will hustle to the line.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the outside. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Offense gets set for second down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Knocked down at the 43-yard line, and the interception has him set up in plus territory.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps.
Breaks into the open. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got thrilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On target to the left. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. You know, the critical third down here in the fourth quarter. Surprise, surprise. Guess who they go to? That guy.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Inside the 40, the 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Miami! How about that D making the play and lighting up the board and swinging some momentum in their favor?
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll start this drive with a pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you wonder if that was the right read by the quarterback on that RPO. Maybe he should have just handed that off because there was nobody open downfield to throw to.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting?
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Powers through the defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside big. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him.
He's going to let it go. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this D's had some good moments today. And they've had a lead, and they've let that lead shrink a little bit now in a big-time moment. Can they step up? Can they make the plays to get the ball back to their offense? They've had a pretty good day, but now it's closing time.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Deep into the 4th quarter of this game, down by 6. They'll have to go for it on 4th down. He unleashes a long one. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it, and it went right down to the final play. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to